The homework, good. First, I asked you to find out the answer for
Only one homework you give, sir.
aerobic and aerobic advantages, right?
Yeah, means how it uses. What is the
What are the
uses of
advantages of
aerobic and
What is the use of anaerobic and aerobic respiration?
Yeah, Raghav.
Yeah, yes. Sir, for like aerobic respiration, it provides energy to like all cellular processes. So that energy produces this reaction, it produces ATP, sir, and it is then used to like power other life sustaining functions, including growth, repair, and maintenance. So that is the use of aerobic respiration. And for anaerobic respiration, sir, anaerobic sir, fungus is used in like making of food, right? Like yeast is a unicellular fungus, and that it like just does anaerobic respiration, and that anaerobic respiration is actually used in economically important fields. Economically important because microorganisms are used in making of food, and yeast is also used to make alcoholic drink also, and and when they are reproducing also, they produce beer and wine also. When they are reproducing also, they produce beer and wine, but they use up oxygen.
Very good. Generally, if you say aerobic respiration is very, very important for the living organisms to generate the energy in the body of the living organisms. Anaerobic mostly is used in the industrial purpose, in the preparation of wines,
Like,
or the preparation of fermentation process, these things. Yes, sir, Raghav?
yeah.
Two
Yeah,
simple
yes,
points I
sir.
want to convey in the last, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Good. So what about the Ritvik?
Yes.
What's your answer? You want to add some more points apart from Raghav? Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
What about the homework? Remaining guys? Have done the homework or not? Sir, we didn't expect it all. Today's class will be there. Next 1 week time is there now. We have planned afterwards only. Yeah. Is this your reply?
No, sir.
We didn't expect today's class, sir. We thought after next Monday only we have the class, so we can do homework on Sundays.
Yes, sir.
No, sir. Actually,
See, someone is
my
accepting that. Who
exams
is
were
that?
starting slowly.
Sorry.
Sir, actually, my exams are starting. That's why I didn't, sir.
Okay. What about the remaining?
Sir, I did.
You did good, Satvika. Okay, Satvika, can you tell your answer? What is aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration? Their uses and advantages.
Sir, I thought we had to only write advantages, so I wrote advantages.
Okay, no problem. You can tell me the advantages.
Sir, aerobic respiration, it generates a large amount of ATP, and anaerobic respiration, it can be done without the presence of oxygen, and it is a rapid process.
Good. Next, any more points?
No, sir.
Okay. So first I'll ask you some questions from this topic. Yesterday I didn't ask you because there is no time at all. We'll start with Mahavir.
Yes,
Maha-
sir.
Yeah. So how many ATPs will be generated in the anaerobic respiration process?
Good evening,
Sir,
sir.
I have a doubt.
1 minute, Ritvik.
Just can you repeat the question?
How many ATPs will be generated in the anaerobic respiration process?
Sir, can I, Raghav?
Wait, Raghav.
Sir, is it anaerobic or aerobic?
Anaerobic. Okay, first tell me what is the anaerobic respiration definition?
Sir, it is a respiration like which happens without the presence of oxygen. Sir, and it is Sir, 2.
Very good. 2. Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So fermentation is an example for the aerobic respiration or the anaerobic respiration.
Sir, what is this? Can you repeat it again?
Fermentation process is an example for the aerobic respiration or the anaerobic respiration.
So I think it's Arabic.
Aerobic. What about Deshan?
Okay.
Wait. I'll call you one by one. Don't worry.
Yes, sir.
So fermentation process is an example for the aerobic respiration or the anaerobic respiration.
Anaerobic, sir. It
Anaerobic.
happens in yeast. That's one example, sir.
Good. Fermentation is an example for the anaerobic. Okay. Production of the ethanol or the alcohol, right? Fermentation process means the production of ethanol or the alcohol will produce in the anaerobic respiration only.
That's
not
a
in the-
byproduct, sir.
Yeah, not in the aerobic respiration.
Yes, sir. In anaerobic respiration, it's a byproduct, and that's how alcohol, like wine, is made, sir.
Very good. Next is Shiva. Shiva Pranav.
Yes, sir.
What is the meaning of respiration first?
Respiration is a chemical change, sir, and it is generated by carbon dioxide and oxygen.
Can you tell me the equation part for respiration? Wait. Shiva, what is the equation part for the respiration?
Sir, can I?
Yeah, Susti.
Sir, C6H12O6 plus 6O2 arrow mark 6CO2 6H2O.
That's all. One important thing you're missing, energy.
Sir, can you tell what is
ATP, sir, plus ATP.
Plus
Yeah.
ATP, that is energy. Okay, good.
Sir, can you tell what is respiration process equation?
Respiration process equation is same. Glucose reacting with the oxygen. Glucose means what? C6H12O6. Upon reacting with the oxygen, now what will happen? It will give carbon dioxide, water, and the energy. This equation
Sir,
part
what is ATP full form, sir?
adenosine triphosphate.
Sir,
Adenosine triphosphate.
sir means
Adenosine.
water energy.
Yeah, it is a packet of energy which is stored in our body. Whatever the energy is there, it will store in our body in the form of adenosine triphosphate only.
Sir means oxygen is also for this energy, right, sir?
Oxygen is there, but it will be used to converting glucose into the energy, right? Oxygen is a supporter to converting the glucose into the energy form. Okay, but oxygen will inhale and exhale, continuously will consume in the body, right? It will consume only, it will produce the carbon dioxide gas that will exhale out. Again, it will take the oxygen. Again, it will react with the glucose. Again, it will produce the carbon dioxide. So it is a continuous process always. Suppose if the person is not eating the food for some longer time, what will happen? Glucose is what? Whatever the food we are eating.
Sir means energy will be low down because the glucose of food will not go inside of the body person of the body.
Whatever the food we are taking, right? In that you have the different types of nutrients. One is the carbohydrates. These carbohydrates, one of the form is the glucose. So if you are taking the carbohydrates inside our body, only the glucose will be generated in the body. These glucose react with the oxygen, it will produce the carbon dioxide. Suppose you are not taking the food for the longer time. If you take like fasting, during the time, what will happen? We cannot have the glucose inside our body, right? So at that time, whatever the fat is there in our body, under the skin, okay, which is stored in the adipose tissue, will be converting into the glucose. Now the glucose will react with the oxygen present in our body to form the carbon dioxide. Understand? So fat is also a stored energy in our body. So whenever you are not taking the food from the outside, whatever the fat present inside the body will be converting into the food. Okay, clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is all we discussed in the last class. Aerobic respiration, anaerobic respiration, and the respiration in the case of muscles. Okay, if you take the milk, it will contain which acid? What about the milk? Milk also contain one type of acid. What is that acid in that? Lactic acid only, right? The milk will contain the lactic acid.
Yeah, yes, sir. All dairy products.
Yeah, but if the lactic acid is excess in the body, it will cause the muscle cramp.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yes,
Muscle
sir.
cramp will cause.
No, you have studied in the last class, right? Whenever there is a limited oxygen in the body, the glucose will convert into the lactic acid.
Yeah, yes, sir. And due to the lactic acid, cramps will form in our legs. Not only in legs, in any muscle.
So in the muscles, the lactic acid will be formed and this will cause the cramps in the muscles. But when you do the massage or the taking of hot water bath or increasing the supply of oxygen to our body, this lactic acid again converting into the carbon dioxide as well as the
Sir, water.
water. But guys, please mute yourself. Okay. So the understand, right?
So, sir, we finished this part actually, aerobic and anaerobic.
Yeah, this part, that's what I mentioned in the point. The increased supply of oxygen results in the complete breakdown of the lactic acid into the carbon dioxide and water, thereby giving the relief from the cramps. Okay, so this part we finished already. Breathing also we finished. Breathing rate also done yesterday's class. Mechanism of breathing also, I think you have seen the video, but we didn't discuss completely.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Last like 10-15 minutes we finished this.
Yeah. So mechanism of breathing is what? If you inhale the air, what is going to happen? The rib cage and the lungs will expand outward and diaphragm will move downward.
Downward.
These are the two movements will happen during the inhalation of the air. What are the two movements? The ribs and the lungs will
The
expand
ribs and lungs will expand and the
outwards.
diaphragm will move downward.
Diaphragm will move in downwards. Due to this movement, what will happen? There's some air gap will be created inside the lungs. So we will inhale the air. So during the exhalation, what will happen?
Sir, the lungs and the ribcage they contract they move towards inward, and the diaphragm moves in the upward direction again.
Exactly opposite. The lungs and ribcage will contract, so it moves inwards, and the ribcage will move outwards. Due to this, the pressure difference will be created on the lungs. It will send the air present in the lungs to the out of our body. Right? So it is a continuous process, contraction and the relaxation of the muscles present in our rib cage and the diaphragm. So this is a mechanism of the breathing. I think the video is clear for you. If you have any doubts, we'll see the video again.
Sir, no doubt, sir, it is clear.
What about the Harini and the remaining one?
That's clear.
Yes, no doubts, clear.
It's clear.
Okay. So smoking. So you know already, it will cause a serious effects on our lungs if the person is doing the smoking.
So can I tell what happens?
Who is this?
So
Harini?
Harini.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So like when you smoke, the color of your lungs change a little darker than the pinkish color. And so like your lungs look bigger because like your left lower part of the lung will get damaged. So your lungs, it tries to expand, but like it doesn't really happen. And so like the left lower half is can no more be used for inhalation, like exchange of gases. And so like for every packet of cigarette, those 200 sacs on your lungs, they burst.
Yes, sir, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And if we continue smoking also, we get the damage of lungs, it increases, and slowly we start to develop lung cancer also.
Yeah.
Okay. So you know about the side effects of the smoking, right? When you smoke the carcinogenic compounds. What is the meaning of carcinogenic compounds? Which will cause the cancer disease and all, right? Carcinogenic compounds means the compounds which will cause the cancer disease. 1 minute, please. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when you're taking the smoke now, it will contain the what you'll say carcinogenic compounds. The compounds which will cause the cancer and will affect the organisms present inside our body. Okay. So if you take the smoke, cigarette and all, we have the tobacco inside. So tobacco also will contain these carcinogenic compounds which will damage our lungs and will cause the lung cancer also. Okay. The important term is carcinogenic compounds. Carcinogenic means the compounds which will cause the cancer. So tobacco contains these carcinogenic compounds only. If you go for the movie now, they'll keep an ad before the starting of the movies, right? Like mouth cancer or the lung cancer and all. This
Yes, sir.
ad will come. Yeah, that's a better thing we can know already. And suppose if we are also standing the person who are smoking these cigarettes and all.
Sir, they say that the person who is inhaling the that cigarette smoke will get more affected than the person who is smoking.
Yeah, because whatever the smoke is coming from that cigarette or whatever the smoke that is released by that person, again if you are staying near to him now, we will also inhale that smoke. So it will also cause the damage to our lungs also. This is called as passive smoking. You are not directly involving in the smoking, but we are standing next to that person, right? So this process is called as passive smoking. What is the term?
Passive smoking.
Passive smoking.
Passive smoking. So it will affect in that way also. The lung cancer and all will come in that way also. So we have to keep the persons far away from us, those who are smoking. Okay. So next one is the inhalation and the exhalation. Any doubts in this diagram?
Sir, no, sir.
No,
Check
sir.
it once. Okay. Inhalation. Whenever the air is drawn inside, the lungs will expand and the diaphragm will move downwards. Explained only in one diagrammatic part. Exhalation means what?
Sir, it
Air
is a
is
complete opposite.
completely
The
opposite.
lungs
Diaphragm
will
will move
contract.
upward.
The,
Sorry, that the explanation is given wrong here. Diaphragm will move upward
the
and
lungs
the
will contract.
lung will retract or the contract. Sneezing. Okay, this is a new topic. We didn't start yesterday. So what is the meaning of sneezing? So
Sir,
suppose
Sir, sneezing is like when we breathe, the hair is present in our nose, and that hair, what will do, it will trap all the foreign dust particles which is entering while we are breathing. Now they have to get out of our body. Now there is another specialized cell or tissue for that, but sometimes when it gets accumulated, what we do is we sneeze. Then what we do, we get all the germs and bacteria from our mouth and our nose into and we release it into our surroundings.
okay, good.
And
See.
after that, clean air will enter our lungs.
Okay. Sneezing is nothing but suppose whatever the air you are taking, inhale, whatever the way we are doing the inhalation process, the air is not completely pure, right? It will contain the small particles inside that. It can be dust particles or it can be any other particulate matter will be there inside the air that we cannot see with our naked eye also. Okay, so when you are inhaling the air, the nose will nose will have the two nostrils. Inside the nostrils, sometimes we'll do this also, right? For playing prank, if any person is sleeping, then we'll keep one thread-like structures or the small things will keep in the nose to irritate them.
Sir, I've never heard of a prank like that.
No.
No, sir, we do like other pranks. Like,
Okay. Suppose if you want to play with your friends during his sleeping time, just will keep one thread in the ears to disturb him in sleep and all. Okay. So these are the things they will do because which will cause the irritation in their nose or the ears, right?
yeah, yes, sir.
I can hear some background noise. Please mute your mic. Okay. The same way irritation will happen whenever the dust particles enter our nostrils. So when you sneeze it out, whatever
Yeah,
the
so
dust
mostly
particles
like
are
with a
there,
feather.
whatever
With a
the dust
feather.
particles are there, it will come out of our nostrils. So it will clean the nostrils. And we should not stop the sneezing also. We should not keep the hand while we are sneezing. You have to sneeze it properly. Then only the dust particles will come out of our nostrils. Some people will keep the hands and they will not sneeze, right? And sometimes we should avoid
Yeah,
that.
yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, but
Yes,
they
sir.
say that we have to cover our mouth while we're sneezing, right?
Yeah, we can cover it out, but should not close it. We should cover, no problem in that. But we should not close the nostrils.
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay. So next one is the exhaled air contain carbon dioxide. So whatever the air we are exhaling, it will contain the carbon dioxide. What is the percentage in that? So one tabular column. This is a very important tabular column. So during the inhalation, what is the percentage of O2?
Sir, 21%.
21%.
What is the percentage of CO2?
0.04.
0.04%.
0.04 percentage. During the inhalation process, oxygen will be 21 percentage and the CO2 will be 0.04 percentage. But during the exhalation process, what is the oxygen percentage?
The 16.4%.
16.4
Sir, we like
percentage.
to,
But what about the carbon dioxide percentage?
sir, 4.4%. Sir, we like just used only like 5%. Rest all oxygen we let out and we made 4.4% of carbon dioxide and that also we let out.
Okay, good. So understand, right? When you are exhaling air also, it will contain mostly oxygen only. That is a 16.4 percentage. But the carbon dioxide percentage is how much? 4.4 percentage of carbon dioxide will be there. Do you know what is the percentage of CO2 in the air?
No.
No.
Sir.
What is the
So
inhalation percentage?
1% of CO2 and other gases, I think, right?
No. Okay, suppose you are standing outside our home. If we inhale, that 1% CO2 has to go inside our mouth, right? Inside our lungs, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yes or no? You are not taking any filters before inhaling the air. So the CO2 percentage in the air is 0.03 percentage to 0.04 percentage only. 0.03 to 0.04 percentage. Okay.
Sir, we are inhaling 0.04%, right?
Yeah, that's what that is the average. 0.03 to 0.04 percentage of CO2 will be there in the atmosphere. Okay. Now, what is the yawning?
Sir, yawning.
Yeah.
Sir, we like just if we are normally breathing through our nose, right? Sometimes what happens, the air, which means the oxygen which we breathe in is not sufficient for our brain or other something purpose, and for that what we do, we breathe with our mouth. That is what is yawning.
Good. Now Harini is doing the warning, right?
Yeah, yes.
So good explanation. So when we'll do the yawning now, whenever the oxygen percentage in our body is less, okay, our body wants more oxygen for the respiration or to generate the energy. So to take out more oxygen now, we'll take instead of nose, we'll take it from the mouth.
Sir, because we can take in more amount of oxygen,
More amount
right?
of the oxygen. Good. So next one is the breathing in other animals. So till now we have discussed only about the human beings, how the breathing will be done, inhalation and the exhalation. Now some other animals also have the similar system to the human beings, like elephants, lions, cows, goats, frogs, right?
But small organisms do not have because they don't have enough space in their body also, right?
Yeah. So these animals will have the same system as the human beings only. Elephants, lions, cows, goats, frogs, lizards, snakes, and the birds. But when you take the smaller organisms like cockroach or the earthworm or the fishes, ants and mosquitoes, they don't have the lungs in their body. So they will do the respiration process by other means. Okay, that we are going to discuss in one by one. Clear? Okay. So first we'll see the video, then we'll come back to this topic. Or first we'll read this paragraph and then we'll go to the video.
Sir, we'll read this paragraph and go to the video because
Okay.
then we can understand more.
Good. So Ritvik, Nimala,
Sir, can I, sir? I'm not getting any chance.
Ritvik, Reddy, you're already speaking in the class, you're asking, we are interacting good, but we'll give the chance to others also, okay? Definitely I'll give it to you. Ritvik, Nimala, Ritvik. Okay, Shiva, read the paragraph.
Yes, sir. Different animal process
Not
different.
that one, cockroach.
Sir,
Cockroach paragraph.
sir, I can't hear you.
Cockroach paragraph is there, right? After the cockroach.
Sir, hello.
Cockroach paragraph.
Shivaprana, read the
Your
paragraph.
voice is breaking. I can't hear.
No, Shivaprana, can you hear me?
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
But
Just you
his
can.
internet is good because he's speaking.
Sir, can I?
Sir, it's breaking, sir. Your voice. And
Sir,
Okay,
right.
Shiva. Just check your internet connection once again, okay?
Sir, can I?
Yeah.
Insects like cockroach, grasshopper, etc. have tiny holes on the sides of their body. Their openings are called spiracles. The
Okay,
spiracles
wait.
in the body.
What is the spiracles? Sorry.
Sir, the tiny holes on the body of the insects are called spiracles.
Okay. Next.
The spiracles on the body of insects are connected to a network of thin air bubbles called trachea,
Air tubes. Okay.
which spreads into the whole body of the insect, where the exchange of gases takes place. Air rich in oxygen rushes through spiracle into the trachea tubes, diffuse into the body tissue, and reaches every cell of body. Similarly, CO2 from the cells enter in tracheal tube and move out through spiracles. The blood in these animals do not contain hemoglobin, and it's not red in color. They cannot carry oxygen to all parts of body. Therefore, transport of air takes place through the spiracles in these organisms. The tracheal system or spiracles are only seen in insects, not in another group of animals.
Excuse me, sir, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
Sir, we also have trachea, right?
Trachea is there in our body.
Trachea
in
is
the
a
neck.
tube and it has all in beings also.
So trachea only connecting from the lungs to the
Yeah,
nasal
yes, sir.
cavity and all, right?
Yes, sir. But here it is saying the tracheal system are only seen in insects, not in any other group of animals.
Oh, that's meaning is they don't have the lungs, right? Cockroach don't
Sir,
have the
can I
lungs.
tell one?
That's what it is telling like that.
Sir, there is two, that is trachea and trachea also.
Yeah. So again, we have the different parts will be there that we'll discuss in other classes, okay? So understand, right? What is the important terms you can see here, Raghav?
Yeah, yes, sir.
What are the important terms? The
Sir,
first one.
spiracles.
Okay.
And thin air tubes called trachea.
Good. Next.
And exchange of gases.
Exchange of gases will take place through with the help of these air tubes without any
Yeah.
lungs. Okay, where is this air tubes will be there?
Sir,
Where is
sides
this?
of the body, on the
Sides
sides
of the body. Okay, about this hemoglobin and all we'll study afterwards. First we'll see the video.
Sir.
Production.
Can you hear the sound?
Human beings,
Yes, sir.
animal, and plants depend on oxygen to survive. While some animals resemble human beings in their techniques of respiration, some others have completely different respiratory mechanisms. Plants also have a unique way of breathing. In this lesson, we will study respiration in plants and animals in detail. Objectives. At the end of this lesson, you'll be able to understand how gases are exchanged in insects, explain how earthworms breathe, describe the different ways in which frogs respire, explain how fish breathe in water, explain the breathing process in plants. Like human beings, insects need oxygen for survival as well. Again, like human beings, they produce carbon dioxide as a waste product. But unlike human beings, insects like grasshopper, housefly, cockroaches, etc. do not have lungs. The process by which gas exchange takes place in insects is known as diffusion. Air enters the insect body through tiny holes present on the sides of the body. These holes are known as spiracles. The spiracles open into a network of thin air tubes spread over the body of an insect.
Understand what is the spiracles and all?
Yes, sir. Sir, it's telling that spiracles are like what respiration organisms have in cockroaches.
Yeah, these are the small tiny holes will be there along the sides of their body. That is called the spiracles. Okay, so to connect these small tiny holes with the rest of the body, that is called as a tracheal system.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it clear for everyone or not?
Yes, sir.
These tubes are known as the trachea and they facilitate gas exchange. Oxygen reaches the cells through the tracheal system and the carbon dioxide is received from the cells by the tracheal system and expelled from the insect body through spiracles. Earthworms, like insects, do not have lungs, nor do they have a nose. They breathe through their skin. They absorb oxygen from air and soil. When the oxygen comes...
Okay, if we finish with the cockroach, right?
Yes, sir.
So the same points which were discussed, sorry. Same point we discussed here in the cockroach this paragraph. So extra thing is the cockroach blood does not contain the hemoglobin. That's what the blood of the cockroach is not in the red in color. In our human beings, it will contain the hemoglobin, so it will carry the red color and which will only transport the oxygen to the different parts of the body. But in the case of cockroach, the exchange of the gases will take place not through the blood, it will happen with respect to the separate mechanism, spiracles as well as the tracheal tubes. That is the difference between the human beings and the cockroach. Clear now?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts?
No, sir.
Srasti, Shiva, Prithvi,
Yes, sir.
Nimala, Mahavir,
So it's clear, sir.
Harini, Gohit, Aditi. Any doubts?
Yes, sir, it's clear, sir.
No, sir, no doubts. No doubts, sir.
Okay, shall we go to earthworm next?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The
Yes.
cockroaches will do 4,600 human.
Sir, also amphibians use their skin, right, sir, to breathe outside the water.
Amphibians?
Yes, sir.
Can you repeat again?
Sir, amphibians use their skin's moisture to breathe outside the water, right, sir?
Yeah, yeah. They will have the skin. Exchange of the gases will take place with the help of the skin. In the
Okay,
case
sir.
of earthworms.
Sir, because I remember this having this in this lesson, sir, so I was asking.
Amphibians is different. Amphibians will have both the things. When they are living on the earth surface,
Yeah,
they will
like
use the
frog.
lungs. When they are in the
Living on the
water,
water gills.
they will use the skin to exchange the
There's
gases.
some
Okay, sir.
organisms use gills also.
Fish is
Only
not the amphibian, right?
class spices means fishes.
No,
Only
we are
they
discussing about the
only
amphibians. Amphibians means what? Which will live on the
amphibians,
earth.
they can live on both water and land. So they have both
Yeah,
lungs
sir. Water and
Example like frog.
Frog.
and
Good.
they breathe through skin actually.
Okay.
When they are in water, they breathe through skin. And when they are on land, they breathe through lungs.
Okay. Read that paragraph and earthworm paragraph.
yeah, sir. Earthworms and leeches absorb the atmospheric oxygen through their moist and slimy skin because gases can easily pass through the moist and slimy skin. They absorb the atmospheric oxygen through their moist skin and transport it through the blood to all the cells.
Good. So we'll see the video on that.
Frog also.
No.
Earthworms, like insects, do not have lungs. Earthworms, like insects, do not have lungs, nor do they have a nose. They breathe through their skin. They absorb oxygen from air and soil. When the oxygen comes in contact with their moist skin, it breaks down. It is absorbed through tiny blood vessels and circulated throughout the body. The same blood vessels carry the carbon dioxide to be expelled through the skin. For an effective absorption of oxygen, earthworms keep their skin moist. Frogs, like human beings, have lungs. They use their lungs for breathing. But since their lungs are not well developed, they use two other types of respiration. One is buccal respiration, and the other is
Clear? Earthworm.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We'll watch this frog also. Here itself.
frogs. Absorption of oxygen. Earthworms keep their skin moist. Frogs, like human beings, have lungs. They use their lungs for breathing. But since their lungs are not well developed, they use two other types of respiration. One is buccal respiration, and the other is cutaneous respiration. In buccal respiration, oxygen is absorbed, and the blood vessels that line the roof of their mouth expel carbon dioxide. During this process, the passage
What is the buccal respiration?
The exchange of gases that take place through the blood vessels.
Good. Exchange of the gases. Exchange of the gases means carbon dioxide or the oxygen gas will takes place through the roof of their mouth. That is a buccal respiration. Buccal cavity, you know, right? The teeth and everything is called as a buccal
Yes,
cavity.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
to the lungs remains closed. In cutaneous respiration, oxygen is absorbed by the network of blood vessels on their skin.
So what is a cutaneous respiration then?
Sir, it is like it is like they breathe through skin, we said, no? That is only cutaneous respiration. But if you want to tell in detail, we can tell like this. Respiration is occurring through the blood vessels of the skin.
Good. Cutaneous means which has happened through the skin along with the blood vessels, through the network of blood vessels. Like how it is done in the case of a cockroach.
Yeah, yes, sir.
This respiration is effective only if their skin is moist. This technique of respiration is used by frogs on both land and water. Since fish is an aquatic animal, its respiratory system is different from the respiratory system of animals living on land. Fish has gills that allow it to breathe in water, so the fish is under no compulsion to come to the surface of the water for air. They take in oxygen-rich water through their mouth and pass it over the gills. The gills are lined with blood vessels which absorb the oxygen and release carbon dioxide into the water.
Understand, right? What is the gills? What is the respiration process in the fish?
Yes, sir.
What is the main important thing in the fish to undergoes the respiration
Gills.
process?
Sir, actually, gills, what they do is like they take in water, the sea water or the ocean water, whatever, and the gills and that water they pass on it to the gills. The gills they absorb the oxygen from it and they release the carbon dioxide.
The gills is the main important organs in the fish where the exchange of the gases will be done. It will take the oxygen and it will transport it to the blood vessels and remove the carbon dioxide from the fish.
Deoxygenated water is then expelled from the body through gills. In plants, respiration takes.
Okay, so this is all about Ritvik. Sorry. Kunal. That is the
Yes, sir.
respiration process in the earthworm, frog, breathing under the water, and the fish.
Sir, in plants it will be they just breathe through stomata actually.
Yeah, stomatal openings and all will be there. That we'll discuss in next class. Okay, about the structure of the leaves, stomata, stomatal openings, guard cells. These
Sir,
things,
but there is still 10 minutes time, right?
yeah, we'll discuss about these points. We'll finish it off in the paragraph points.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
And now I can ask the homework because so many plus join the class also.
Sir, there is a lot
Kunal.
of disturbance.
Kunal.
Kunal, you said you can't speak in today's class, but you're unmuting your mic. Okay. So frog is an amphibian, so it can live on both water as well as in the land surface. When it is on the land surface, it will act as use the lungs for the respiration process. When it is under the water, it will use the moisture skin for the respiration process.
Sir, cutaneous respiration.
Cutaneous respiration as well as the buccal respiration. So buccal respiration you can use during the whenever it is living on the land surface. Cutaneous you will use
In the water because the skin is always moist.
Yeah. So this is about the frog. Earthworm also finished. Okay. Whether these things will have the hemoglobin in their blood? Is it required?
Hemoglobin.
Yeah. Is it required hemoglobin in the earthworm?
Earthworm. Yes, sir. It is required. Because
Yeah.
blood only carries all the oxygen and the carbon dioxide. We saw the video also, right?
Okay. That is your homework for today's class. Which organisms and what is the color of the blood in the different animals?
So blue and red only.
Blue and red only. Just find
Yes,
out the different animals and the color of the blood.
Yes,
And
sir.
which organisms
Sir,
there is a
and I
hemoglobin?
don't think
Because-
hemoglobin is important in every organism because even like a cockroach doesn't have, but still it survives.
Not every organism. Few organisms require. Only few organisms do not require hemoglobin.
Okay, that is what your homework for today's class. Write the list of organisms or list of the animals. Write the color of the blood. And next one, whether the hemoglobin will be there or not there in the next column, like this. Can you make the tabular column like this? And one more thing is also there. Warm-blooded animals, cold-blooded animals.
Sir, can you repeat?
Our
First-
blood will be warm, sir. Humans'
Yeah.
blood will be warm.
That is what. Just you take the total 4 columns in the table. First column is about the animals, different types of animals. Second column is about the blood color. Third one, whether hemoglobin is present in the blood or not. Fourth one, is it the warm-blooded animal or the cold-blooded animal? Understand?
Cold-blooded animal.
Yeah, these 4 columns.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
You have to finish this homework, okay?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
But what about yesterday's homework then?
Yesterday's homework I told sir.
You and Ritvik has given the answers. Satvik also given the answers. The remaining people didn't give any answers. Sri Vallabha joined the class late. Whenever there is a class, you have to be on the time, everyone, not only Sri Vallabha.
Ma'am, sir, once again, can you tell the homework?
Make a tabular column of different animals along their blood types and the hemoglobin and the nature of the blood.
Okay, sir.
Okay. And one more thing, you have to do the activity work in these science classes.
Okay,
Starting
sir.
of the class itself, I told, but at the time only 4 people are there in the class. I'm mentioning you right once again. You have everyone has to submit one activity work. It can be related to biology or physics or the chemistry. So I will start this thing from the next class onwards. Everyone has to do some activity work. Activity work means what? You have to do something, not about the writing or the essay and all. You have to make the cardboard, you have to use the cardboard, or you have to use some other materials to this work. Okay, that you have to show it in the class. I will give you 5 minutes in the law, everyone, okay, to explain what you have done in the activity. Is it clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I want answers from everyone. Raise your hands who has understood this activity work.
All raised.
Ishan, Kunal and Shiva. I think you are not in the class then. Shiva, are you there? Shiva, Pranav, Ishan, Kunal.
Sir, they're not there, I guess.
Yeah.
What,
So
sir?
be prepared with your activity works.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this weekend is there, right? After this weekend, be prepared, everyone. I will call you randomly and I will give you chance. So about the respiration in the animals, plants, sorry, animals we finished. About the respiration system in the human beings, cockroach and the earthworm, fishes and all. So next one is the respiration in the plants. Exactly, it is opposite, right? It will inhale the carbon dioxide gas and will exert the oxygen gas. So all this and during the
So we
respiration in the
also did
plants
frog.
also. Sorry,
So we also did frog.
didn't understand.
So I said we also did frog.
Yeah, frog. Sorry, not done the respiration in the frog also. So tomorrow's class we'll start the respiration in plants. With this, we'll finish this topic. Exchange of the gases. Only this topic is left.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so I will wind up the session here itself. And if you have any class at the 6 o'clock, please attend that class also.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Have a nice day.
Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Have a nice day.